will start with our lecture today. Okay. Okay, I hope everybody are seeing my record version. See my slide here. I hope that everybody can respond on that.
Yes, madam.
Oh, yeah, okay, thank you. All right. So all right. So the last class we stopped at we still in topic 1 for those who Fajah Hidayah student, thank you so much to join my class since yesterday, entrepreneurship and international business. Again, I have to greeting you all. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. As I mentioned also in the yesterday class, because this is record version, free version from Zoom, so I only have 40 minutes to do this record. The reason why, if I do it many time, there will be a problem because there will be redundant. If I do after this next another 40 minutes, but I try my best to find out what is the another best way in order to do something like to fulfill this the chapter to for 1 hour 30 minutes. But for today I'll only just spend for 40 minutes for our lecture. Okay, I'll try my best to finish because for those Fajah Hidayah student, we already start 2 weeks ago before the Idul Adha, so we already stopped at the last part until the contemporary causes of globalization. Okay, for those foreign student, excuse me, I have to speak bahasa little bit because yesterday the president of the Fajah Hidayah student asking me, okay, request from me because they have certain of the problem on English proficiency on them. So they do understand, but they cannot do as what we do in mostly we practice in IIC. So I hope you don't mind foreign student. I will translate little bit in bahasa Melayu. Okay, untuk Fajah Hidayah student, saya telah bermula lecture kuliah ini sejak 2 minggu yang lalu. Jadi saya saya sudah berhenti sehingga di takat sinilah di 1.5, iaitu Contemporary Causes of Globalization. Saya minta maaf kalau bahasa Melayu saya mungkin tidak sama seperti di Indonesia, tetapi enggak apa-apa kan, saya akan cuba untuk mempelajari bahasa Indonesia sedikit. Okay, alright, so I will continue on the 1.53 on the globalization and emerging markets. So I believe that by today, within these 40 minutes, I will stop to no, I will be sorry, I still admitting your friends here. Okay, I will try to finish by the end of our topic 1 by today. So you look into your Neo and you can check that for IB version for topic 1 we have 3 parts already, including today. Okay. Okay, I have many more. Okay, to joining our class. Okay, okay, I will start. Alright. The levels of the economic development can be divided into 4 main categories. Okay, I hope that you can see clearly my slide here. Okay, and they're divided into 4. Okay, we have developed countries. Okay, I have to pronounce this with ed here. Okay, for those who are still not muting your muted muting, okay? Mute your audio, please do so because I still hear some echo from here, from my speaker and also from my please I need your cooperation to mute ASAP, okay? Your audio. Okay, as you can see from here, it's divided into 4. We have developed countries, DC, newly industrialized countries, and ICs, emerging countries, least developed countries. Okay, so before I proceed, okay, I just want to announce, okay, because right now, for the Fajah Hidayah student, we do have the manual, and some of my student is buying the manual right now. So I try to negotiate with the supplier on how they want to actually deliver if you're interested to buy, because for Malaysian price is ringgit Malaysia 40 ringgit. So if you're interested, I will share you the link, and then the supplier will try their best in order to send and deliver to Indonesia. Okay, because this manual we deliver to home. Okay, for the my Malaysian student, we deliver the manual to the home. Okay, to your home in front of your house. So make sure if you're interested, after this I will share the URL link, because all the explanation inside here is not enough to only just using my slide for your learning process. You have to use the manual too. Okay, all right. So okay, for developed countries, okay, what is developed countries? This is the countries whereby involving the countries who are already developed. Okay, already developed meaning to say dia telah membangun. Okay, for example, if you get my manual here, okay, I already come out with a multi. I can say that very um. I still hear the audio. Sorry, please mute. Tolong senyapkan bunyi audio tu dengan segera sebab ia mengganggu saya punya audio dekat sini. Okay. Alright. So the first one, we have developed country just now. The countries with the high gross domestic product, with the high GDP per capita, meaning to say the country is already have in terms of the best healthcare and also in terms of the education in the world. For example, is among all the developed countries, which is like Canada, we have Western Europe, and then we have US, we have Japan, and then we also have New Zealand and also Australia. Okay, so this is all the country that been stated that already developed. Okay, because why? In terms of their technology, in terms of their best healthcare. So if you can get my manual, you can turn to page 14. Okay, in page 14 is already stated the world rank according to the GDP, of course. And as you can see, the second one at the page 15, okay, for the developing newly industrialized country, and I see so this is involving the country who actually in the industrialized. Okay, they already have in a very high tech technology. Okay, so mostly the high industrialized country like Japan. Okay, and then we do have like Germany. Okay, because they are the country who are in the trending on they been chosen as the country who are doing R&D, research and development. Okay, so mereka adalah negara yang digunakan, yang dipilih untuk membuat penyelidikan. Every single of the new technology they will use like Japanese, okay, Japan and also like Germany as the country that been chose for that. Okay, so I don't want to explain more because everything in the, especially for those who are buying the manual, so everything actually in here. So of course I will just only just simple explanation for this. Okay, for emerging countries, EC, I still hear some noise here. Sorry, please give me cooperation to mute. Tolong senyapkan bunyi audio anda dengan kadar segera. Okay, mengganggu. It's disturbing my lecture today. Okay, now. Okay, thank you. Alright, so for emerging countries, is evolving like the countries who are in developing, still in the process to develop. For example, like Malaysia, okay, and also Thailand, Indonesia, and then we also like India, okay, and China. So this is all the emerging countries who are on the way to develop, but they still we can say that third country, negara-negara ketiga yang masih dipilih untuk menjalankan perniagaan, okay, still having like import from the another countries. And least developed country is mostly referring to the country they I can say that the country most probably the country at the poverty stage, okay, because they are very least developed and mostly in terms of the production, okay, import and also export is very poor, it's very slow. So because number one, in terms of their itself, okay, resources is very few and very scarce. So that's why the reason they have the problem in term of the okay, in term of the yeah, production. Okay, why I feel like I still hear some audio here. Okay, thank you. All right. So I hope that everybody, if you can get your manual, actually I already upload also these notes in topic one under long notes. Okay, you can have your further reading. Okay, in topic one in your. Okay, that's why the reason I need you to log in as soon as possible. Number one, for the attendance purposes. Number two, you can have your explore the notes and everything. Okay, so for development of emerging markets, okay, we have North America, we have Western Europe, and then we have Japan. Okay, can as you can see from here, when we're talking about development of emerging markets, adalah dalam bahasa Melayunya adalah pembangunan yang kita lakukan terhadap negara-negara yang sedang membangun. Okay, the country is already in emerging markets. Okay, so North America being noted as the third largest of the continent in the world, following by Asia and also Africa, and the fourth in the population after Asia, Africa, and Europe. Okay, so these countries in the North America, if you have to remember, we have United States, we have Canada, and also we have Mexico. Okay, so in terms of the every singles of this country, they have their own advantage. Okay, why I say so? Because North America, as you know, United States of America, uh, is according to the textbook. Okay, according to this manual, okay, according to the text, they stated here the world third largest population with the highly diverse population. Okay, and then the world largest economy with GDP of a nearly a quarter at the world total GDP. Okay, so according to here, most probably US is controlling all the world transaction. So that's why if we talking about export and import, this country have in terms of the world conquering the world transactions of exporting of the product to the other countries. And according to the research saying that 99% the product around the world is being conquering from United States. Okay, all right, so we're moving to the second one. We have um, Canada. It's still under North America. Canada is one of the world largest country with the relatively small populations of 31 million. If you ask me to remember this thing, I don't even remember the figures, but in your manual they have stated, okay, according to the GDP maintained at 3.8%, better than expected for that year. So this is during 2005. Okay, so it's quite outdated here. Canada closest trading partner in US, of course, so they have their two-way trade, which is form the largest bilateral relationship in the world. So mereka ni sebenarnya rakan kongsi, okay, rakan largest partners lah in this world. Alright, and then the third one under North America again, we have Mexico. Mexico is a newly industrialized country also, NIC, and together with the ASEAN four tigers. Okay, ASEAN four tigers meaning to say like rapid economic development. Okay, so Mexico have been able to encourage thousands of the foreign firms to establish new factories in the country and generate employment, particularly after joining NAFTA. NAFTA, for your information, is North ASEAN Federation Trade Agreement. Okay, untuk North American sahajalah. Kalau tak faham apa maksud North American, adalah Amerika Utara. Okay, wilayah Amerika Utara. Okay. Um, and then we moving to the Western Europe. Okay, so Western Europe is one of the most prosperous regions. Prosperous ni adalah antara negara-negara yang terkaya. So with the population of 375 million. Okay, can you imagine that? 377 million. And the region comprise countries that adopt a market economy and mixed economies. Okay, I still having my students. It's almost 40 uh 40 participants in this meeting right now. Thank you so much for joining me. Okay. All right. And then according to the in the Western Europes, okay, Western Europe, they have Portugal and Spain are example of the market economies, while Finland, Sweden, and Switzerland are example of the mixed economies. Oh, sorry. Portugal and Spain are market economies, okay, whereby Finland, Sweden, and Switzerland are mixed economies. So the region is composed of Germany, Belgium, United Kingdom, Ireland, Norway, Sweden, Netherlands, Denmark, Finland, Luxembourg, Switzerland, Austria, France, Spain, Portugal, Italy, Iceland, and Greece. So the formations of the European Union in 1992, EU, okay, has promoted more wealth to the member countries by lowering the barriers to the trade and investment among the members. So, uh, yeah, if you read from here, they have a lot of the explanation for each country here. So I hope that I really hoping that everybody can get this copy. I'm not just promoting, okay, but this is for your beneficial. Okay, trust me. When you have this book, you able to read more, inshallah. Huh? Okay, and then we have under Japan. Okay, okay. What's about Japan? Okay, Japan, as you know, is the most high-tech countries, okay, and then they have in the world largest total economy with GDP on US dollar 4.3 trillion, okay, according to this statistic in 2007, quietly outdated also, and the second highest purchasing power and consumption level after the US. So meaning to say, they have a highest purchasing power due to yeah they have a majority of the population, okay, and Japan has experienced the imbalanced trading and is heavily export while restricting imports. Okay, so this is a problem with Japan because they encouraging on selling, okay, export, okay, as I we learned before, as you still remember, when we're talking about export, we are talking about selling. Okay, I heard some audio. Okay, sorry, please give me cooperation. Okay, I heard some audio. Okay, all right, and then restricting imports, okay, meaning to say they discourage on the import. Dia tidak menggalakkan untuk kita, negara Jepun membeli dari luar, tetapi dia menggalakkan untuk kita menjual keluar. Jadi maksudnya kat sini there is imbalance because they want to sell their product but they don't want to buy another country products. But it's good actually because it's encourage more on our local in order to produce better and better product. Okay, and then we moving on to the economies of emerging market. Okay, this is another acronym BRIC. Remember, we have Brazil, Russia, India, and China. Okay, Brazil is one of the largest emerging economies in the world. Okay, apart of from Russia, India, and China. So in terms of the economy beyond sea, okay, yeah, this is term. Economic buoyancy is defined as commodity driven current account surplus and sound macroeconomic policies. Oh, this is quite technical words. They have bolstered international reserve to historically high level, reduce public debt, and allow a significant decline in real interest rate. So, in a short word and simple word, this country encouraging on low interest rate. Dia mengamalkan kadar cukai yang sangat rendah sebab negara dia dikategorikan sebagai tidaklah terlalu kaya tapi sedang membangun. Okay, they will be actually on the way to develop, but basically in terms of the current account surplus. So mereka mempunyai lebihan dari segi dia punya expenses, and there will be more surplus compared to the shortage. Alright. So what I'm trying to say, basically, Brazil is very popular in terms of their sophisticated services industry. For example, like mail, telecommunication, and followed by banking, energy, commerce, and commuting. And Brazil also one of the country that been chosen as the country who have a very, I think that the guys maybe know about this. They have a very good player in the football, right? So that's why when we're talking about it's come from Brazil, so everybody might know who is their fan club from. Yeah, I'm not the footballer fan, but at least in the list of the uh information that might know, right? So if you still remember in 2014, if I'm not mistaken, we have some like a FIFA. is it FIFA? Okay, been done in Brazil before, and there is a lot of the chaos when Brazil is been chosen as a part of our home country. Okay, see, I only have 10 minutes from now, mashallah. Okay, the Zoom is always jealous. See on me, okay. I cannot spend more, okay, but it's okay. I'll try my best to finish, okay. Okay, that's it lah. Maybe I can say that Brazil, they are very popular in terms of the football, okay, their tournament, okay, because they have a very good in terms of the sports and athlete player, okay. And Russia, as everybody know, they are very in terms of their economy is very tremendous changes because they are in a central plan economy. They are very popular with their military, okay, for your information. And also Russia is very, if you see from the movie or the dramas, okay, they are very popular in terms they have a good spy, okay, and in terms of their military also very strong. That's why the reason they are being chosen also one of the country with the nuclear weapon and whistle, not whistle, yeah, whistle, okay. So um that's why when we're talking about this Russia, they very good in terms of exporting their raw materials too, huh? And also like India, I believe that they also implement mixed economy, and they're combining the features of market economy and also central plan economy. And India, what I interested about the Indian graduates, okay, everywhere you go, Indian graduates, they have something like in a good factor in terms of their capability to speak in English, okay? And in terms of their English proficiency is very good. And wherever they go, if you go to UK, they have a second hometown for India, okay? Something like Indian street there. And of course, they have majority that working there because they are very talented in professional work, okay? For example, like they become a doctor, they become a lawyer, grade A professions, huh? And then they become architect, okay. And then most probably if you realize for those who are watching Three Idiot movie, right, yeah, that is our the custom of India since they are still in their mother's stomach, right, where their mothers is pregnant, ibu mereka sedang mengandung, the grandma and the grandpa and the family already decide what they want, who they will be to, who will they will be. Apa ah? Apa yang mereka akan jadi? Mereka kena jadi lawyer, mereka kena jadi doctors, mereka kena jadi engineer. So they already decide on that. So from the small, okay, even you are still fetus in your stomach, your mom's womb, masih dalam, orang kata dalam perut mak tu sudah dikatakan sudah decide, sudah ditentukan you nak kena jadi apa, okay. And of course like China, I like to just simplify, China is the most emerging countries also, and those people is a very keep competing each other. And the best thing about China is in a one day they have 24 hours, they divided into three, every single th- uh, 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 8 hours they will have a difference of the job, because in terms of the cost of living is a very very high in China, and then if you're talking about China, they have numerous, they're also like Japan, encouraging on export but discourage on import. And if you realize wherever you go, especially in Shopee, right, okay, they have a lots of the product made in China, because why, they are producer country, mereka adalah negara yang memilih sebagai pengeluar, negara pengeluar. Okay. And the best thing about China is their people, yeah, they are chasing money. Mereka mengejar duit. Taklah best sangat, tetapi mereka bertuhankan duit. For them, money is a god. If you don't have money, bye bye. Gone. Go and be bygone. Alright, so we moving on to the last part, challenges in international business. Apakah cabaran dalam perniagaan antarabangsa ini? Okay, yang pertama, when we talking about when we talking about physical challenges, okay, we believe that like Indonesia, Malaysia, our country like same in terms of we already have, we are not four season country, kita bukan negara empat musim, but we do have raining, we do have sunny, okay, kita ada yang kemarau panjang dan sebagainya. Sometimes maybe when too much or too rainy, we will have flood. So this is physical challenges when we are dealing the business in another country that we do not know how goods in terms of the weather, the forecast, okay, the weather forecast is there, and how the operation itself, right? And for those the country with the four season, we have to bear in mind they have like spring, okay, season, and then they do have like apa lagi empat musim tu lah, musim sejuk, musim bunga, musim panas, okay, and also they do have like musim salji. So all these physical challenges they have to bear with it, okay. That is about weather. And sometimes they have typhoon, okay, they have natural disaster, and then they have something like earthquake, okay, like Indonesia, okay, in I think like Pulau Riau kan, something like that. Okay, you do have like um earthquake, okay, kita kata gempa bumi, dan something like kita kata juga letusan gunung berapi dan sebagainya, because of the garisan khatulistiwa tu sendiri. Alright, and then the second one we have social challenges, of course, when we talking about international business, because we combining with the diversity of the workforce, and then we learn something like if a good things we can follow, if the bad thing we can't follow. But the problem is it already slowly um how to say injecting the culture into us, okay. For example, maybe like in Malaysia, Indonesia, before this we do not know how to use like jubah, for example, like jubah, very rare to find people jubah. But after people are studying or working in maybe like Saudi or Saudi Arabia, and then they bring back the fashions of jubah, okay, they use something like the things that new to us, and nowadays when wearing jubah is nothing, okay. That is one, but this is a good things we can follow, right? And the other parts on the social challenges of international business, when the issue like for example we have like maybe I can give example like wedlock, okay, wedlock issue, something like ada mempunyai anak luar nikah, perkahwinan yang tanpa ada nikah, because they following already with the western punya culture. So this is not a good things to follow, of course not, after all haram. And then competitive challenges, we're talking about each of the company, they have to be in terms of their intellectual property. For example, their trademark, their brand name, they do have to maybe someone lawsuit, for example, if they say they copyright imitate, copyright infringement. That one later we learn in topic 7 and topic 2 if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, even though it's said in here is remaining meeting time is 2 minutes more, yeah, I hope that I already finished, okay. For those who are miss out the previous lecture, don't worry, just check in under lesson topic 1. I will upload this today notes, okay, today this lecture in YouTube, and then I will upload inside there. So any question, please shoot in the group WhatsApp. Don't PM me, don't private message, because I do like if the student can share your question with other friends, and I can actually answer that question in public. Public meaning in your group, okay. Alright, so thank you for now. Okay, thank you sebab joining Miss. Dan untuk Fajar Hidayah student, I hope that sebarang soalan boleh diajukan. Kalau dalam bahasa Melayu pun tak apa. I try my best to answer it, okay, in both language. Okay. Saya harap boleh ikutlah mungkin takes time, tapi harapnya membantulah. Saya pun sebenarnya terkejut. You pun mungkin terkejut. This is the new norms of our study online learning. And yeah, again, if I'm still not late, welcome to my class. Okay. Thank you so much. I will stop here. Please take care. Assalamualaikum. Okay. Bye you all. Thank
Bye-bye,
Thank you,
you.
madam.
madam.
Thank you,
Welcome.
madam.
Thank you, madam.
Welcome.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, Miss.
Welcome.
Thank you, Miss.
Welcome. Don't forget to log in the Neo and log out at 11:30. Okay?
Okay, madam. Thank you.
Welcome.
Yeah, salamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.